Hello and welcome to another episode of What Travis Says. My name is Travis and let's talk about Doctor Who. More specifically, the official quotable Doctor Who wise words from across space and time. And the word official is a very important distinction. Otherwise, someone could just make a quote book of Doctor Who quotes and profit off of that, and the BBC would not let that happen. I actually got this book from a boss of mine back when I used to work at a comic shop. We ordered it for a customer. The customer then later decided that he really wasn't interested in buying the book, so my boss was like, hey, I know you like Doctor Who, I'll sell it to you real cheap, and I bought it real cheap. Don't tell him, but had I seen this in the bookstore, I would have paid full price for this book because it's one of my favorites. This book was released a few months after the 50th anniversary special came out, and it includes quotes from the show from the last 50 years. But with Doctor Who being as popular of a phenomenon as it is, it might surprise you to know that this is the first time that a quote book for Doctor Who has been put together. An official quote book has been put together. The show's quotes are compiled into chapters designated by a specific subject. The universe, the darkness, the tools of Doctor Who, the Doctor himself, these are all chapters in the book. And the book even features artwork by Doctor Who magazine illustrator Ben Morris. So you can see his illustrations from Matt Smith all the way back to William Hartnell and all manner of aliens and villains and scenery in between. Now the quotes are arranged by theme and then categorized by the episode that that quote is in, not by Doctor, but I think that that is a very helpful way to put the book together. Let's say that the quotes were organized by Doctor. From Doctor number 1 to Doctor number 11, all the quotes in each chapter belong to that Doctor. But if a reader was only familiar with 9 on, what are the chances that they would go back and read quotes from a Doctor that they aren't really familiar with? But the way that the quotes are interspliced by theme and not by Doctor shows you how the Doctor's views may have changed over time, or stayed unwaveringly solid. And there's even an index where you can search by companions, by episode titles, by villains, by historical figures, and find quotes pertaining to that specific thing that you're searching for. There are hundreds of fun and inspiring quotes in this book, and it's just fun to take a couple hours out of a lazy day and just flip through and read a little bit and reminisce. And you can also use it as a resource to look back on some of the interesting dialogue and themes in the show. I know it's not a typical Doctor Who story, but this book is one of my favorite Doctor Who books that I own. So in the comments down below, let me know your favorite Doctor Who novel that you own. What Doctor does it pertain to, and what is the title of the story? But if for some reason you don't own any Doctor Who novels, what is your favorite piece of Doctor Who merchandise? But as always, my name is Travis. Thank you for listening to what I have to say. Tomorrow is the final day of March Travis Says, and that video has some opinions in it, so you'll see me tomorrow.